Here, oxygen therapy consultant, Atlanta, Georgia, the underground cure. What we're doing today is we're definitely going in, getting the questions answered, trying to get the information out there, guys. And the reason we do it this way is because we definitely want to answer the questions on a wider platform. We get hundreds of questions every day, and it's kind of hard to answer those individually in a timely manner. So if I answer it on video, hopefully we can get the information out there on a broader platform and make it easier for everybody to understand. So without further ado, our question for today is, can I take the blood test after 7 days? Okay, so what they're talking about is they're talking about the 7-day protocol, and they're also talking about how to test after that, after they get done with the protocol. Okay, so let me just explain real quick that the 7-day protocol is actually a 14-day process. Excuse me. It's actually a 14-day process. Okay, and what does that mean? That means that before you can start the 7-day protocol, you have to go through 7 days worth of liver cleanse, okay, before you actually start the 7-day protocol. Okay, so then after you complete the 7-day protocol, what they're asking about is, can they take the blood test after 7 days? Okay, so before we get into the can you take the blood test, there are 2 different types of blood tests. There are 3 different types of testing that we use to look at the body and examine the system to see if the virus is still present. And I just want to take a second and tell you about those to kind of provide some foundation and reference to the blood test that you'll be taking after the 7 days. Okay, so when you initially get done with either one of our protocols, it doesn't matter if it's the ultimate kit, it doesn't matter if it's the 7-day. What we're going to recommend you to do is, the very first thing is take the PCR test. The PCR test is the measure, or it looks for the actual DNA from the virus in the system, and this is measured by the actual DNA. This is not measuring viral load, okay? So it tells us whether the virus is in the actual system or not, okay? So that's why this is the most important test. Again, the 90-day benchmark is the second test or benchmark that we recommend you go through, and that test is composed of giving the body time to flush out antibodies from the virus, okay? And this is self-administered. This is something that you give to yourself, something you'll be doing on your own and at home. It's pretty simple, and the instructions are in the protocol, so don't worry. When you get through the protocol, you'll have the instructions right there in front of you on how to self-administer this test. Okay. Last but not least is we have the IgG, or it's called the IgC test. Now let me tell you, this is commonly known as the antibody or the standard STD test. It assumes viral load based on antibodies, and this is administered by the doctors. Now, let me tell you why they use this test. And this is also a blood test. But let me tell you why the doctors use this test. Because they can tell you yes to many different viruses, everything in the herpes simplex family, if these antibodies are seen. If this test says, yes, we see antibodies from a different strand of herpes or a different type of strand from the herpes family, the doctors can tell you yes, and they can prescribe, okay, they can prescribe other medications and pharmaceuticals and prescriptions for your illness, or for the virus that they say you have, and thus that will help them to make more money and keep you coming back. Okay, this is another reason why they tell you that it cannot be cured, because as long as the virus is in your system and as long as they can detect the antibodies, they can keep administering the drugs to you. Okay, so we have 3 different tests, and 2 of them are blood tests. So to answer the question, can I take the blood test after the 7 days? the answer is yes. We do recommend that you take the first test here, the PCR DNA test. Okay. Then we recommend that you go through the 90-day benchmark. Okay. And last but not least, which is really not important, is you can take the IgG or the IgC test after you have completed the 90-day benchmark, and the antibodies, because remember guys, the antibodies is what the IgC or the IgG test measures. You can take that test after you finish the benchmark, because remember, the benchmark gives the body time to flush out the antibodies from the virus. Okay. Now, one other thing that you need to know about the antibodies from the virus is the antibodies are not contagious. Okay, the antibodies are not what causes the virus to expand. The antibodies are not what causes the virus to attack different cells and multiply in the body and mutate different cells. The antibodies are just there to protect the virus. It's not the virus. So detection of the antibodies does not necessarily mean that the virus is present. Okay? Now, it assumes viral load. It assumes viral load based on antibodies. So that's why I say the IgG test is not as important as the first two, the PCR test or the 90-day benchmark, because it's really measuring based on assumption, and it's almost, I would venture to say, it's looking at the wrong thing. It's not looking for the DNA as the PCR test does. It's looking for antibodies. Okay? So with that, the next steps that you would need to take at this point, I hope that answers the question. Yes, you can take the blood test at the end of the 7 days. Okay? So the next step you need to take is, number one, you need to go to the underground cure. We've got a great 7-day boot camp. So step 2 would be go ahead and sign up for that free 7-day boot camp. And then after that, on the homepage, you're going to see right below that is the welcome letter overview video. That's step 2 at the bottom of the homepage. Next, go ahead and complete your treatment application. Okay? Complete your treatment application and get your private recommendation. Let's see here. Yeah. I don't know why that's there. 1 second. Let me just edit that. Sorry, guys. All right. That should have said get your private recommendation, because that's what you want to do. You want to complete your treatment application after you watch the welcome letter overview video, and then you want to get your private recommendation. Okay? And then next, once you get your private recommendation, you're going to have the link for the kit that's recommended. So you can just go ahead and purchase your link for the kit that's recommended. Okay? So at the end of every video, I like to ask people to do several things. Number one is, guys, support the movement. Remember, it's not just me. It's me. It's thousands, dare I say, millions of other people who are trying to push towards alternative health, alternative healing, and things like that. Okay? So these are the ways that you can do that. Number one, you can subscribe to the channel. Okay, there's a subscribe button right above this video. You can hit and subscribe to the channel and support the movement. Number two, you can leave a positive comment. Guys, listen, we don't entertain negativity. We only entertain positivity, things that give people hope and keep people going to look towards a brighter future. So leave a positive comment. And like your mama said, if you don't have anything to say, please don't say it on our videos or don't say it on our channel. Okay, definitely don't say it on our channel. Okay, last but not least is share our videos, guys. Listen, take the link below, take the link or the URL from this webpage, share it everywhere you can share it. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, any type of social media engine you can share it on. Share it on forums, wherever you can put it. Please help us do that. One of the best things you can do is to download this video, because just in case they take this channel down, they take this video down, you can have these videos And you can also repost them on your YouTube page to help us get the word out. And let me just give you some information. If you repost our videos on your YouTube page, please use the same title. Please use the same description as we have on this video. So just copy that information to like a Word document or something and use the same title and the same description if you are reposting these videos on your YouTube channel. Okay? Now, the last thing that you can do is you can follow us on Facebook. The Underground Cure is on Facebook. Yes, if you look up The Underground Cure, you will get to our page. You can like us, you can follow us, you can look at videos, see pictures and more information on there. Okay, so if you have any questions, email us at undergroundcure@gmail.com. You can also visit us online at theundergroundcure.com. All the information is right below this in the description. Okay, so with that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. This is The Underground Cure. I am Obasi Scott, oxygen therapy consultant. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you completely happy, healed, and completely set free. Talk to you soon.